Hello there, it's Rhonda here from Nelson Interior Soapery. I thought I would show everybody this amazing cake that we've put together. It's all cold processed, 100%. Unfortunately, I don't know what I did, but I've accidentally deleted the start of making it. But all that is the 3 cake layers. So each layer, which there's 3 of them, has been made in cold processed in a silicone round mould with a ripple edge. As you can see me doing right now, I'm actually putting together the droplets on the side. I wanted this cake to kind of look like a gooey, delicious cake, even though it is soap. So at the end, this is just a really light cold processed. It's only it's quite a light trace so that it can do the dripping. To be honest, I think I should have maybe made it a little bit thicker, but it still worked out really, really beautiful. As you can see, and I've just done it in a caramel. I have not added any scent to this because if the scent accelerated fast, I just thought it would be a big fat headache, to be really honest with you. So I've left the no scent, and you can probably see the flowers sitting around it. Each flower is hand piped with a Wilton edging. Let me just find out what it is. I can't remember. It's a 127 Wilton. And then, of course, it's in a piping bag. We try and use reusable piping bags, but unfortunately, for some of these things, due to sanitary, we do need to use disposable, but we try our best to reuse things. Anyway, as I said, each flower is hand piped. So now what I'm actually doing is just doing the edging at the bottom, because where the drips hit the bottom, you want it to be neat. So then I'm actually just piping in a star pipe. Along the edging, I've tried to keep all of the colour tones in a neutral / peach colour tone. They will change a little bit when they cure, but as you can see around the edging here, I've slowly gone around. If we talk about how long this cake has taken me to make, I should laugh really, but it has honestly taken about 29 hours to make this, from the time I started setting everything up, making the flowers, piping, and so on. And you can see on top of the cake, the things that have taken time are the embeds. We've made little macaroons that go on the top, of course the hand-piped flowers, and just little bits and pieces. You can see there my little bit that I made a bit of a mistake at the top, so just go over it if you do make a mistake. Every brilliant cake maker does this, and you'll see lots of YouTube that talks about that as well. But anyway, you can see me just doing it, so I'll let you have a little bit of a look, and I'll come back when I need something else to say. At the back of each little rosette, you can see that I've just put a little bit of icing just to connect it to the bottom, to the layers. So before I've connected it, actually, I have sprayed with rubbing alcohol, 99% I think, along the cake, because if you don't, it may not actually stick. And with the dripping of the icing as well, because it's quite a light trace, sometimes the flowers actually slip off. So I did need to hold them there for quite a few seconds to make sure they're all together. I had in my head what the design was going to be, but you never know until you actually, put everything together and do all of this. And on some of the little bits of piping, I've just put tiny sugar candies. I don't put many of them on, and I'm really careful about the ones that I use. So you do need to use a more expensive brand of the sugar things, in my opinion, because if you don't, the cheaper ones, they just discolour and they pop out and they just look nasty. So anyway, spend a few dollars. It maybe cost another $2 more for a packet, so they're pretty reasonable though. And as you can see, I've kind of spent a lot of time just fiddling around and seeing where it goes. I filled in the gaps with all the piping and putting leaves, and now you can see the waffles. So these beautiful little waffles that I've made also with cold processed, and then I've just dipped them in a sparkling mica. So they're dipped in a gold, I think it's Aztec gold that they're dipped in. And then I've sort of just rubbed them and, made sure that don't have too much gold. The slipper or the shoe that you can see on the top, I've made that just with white cold processed soap, and then I've rubbed it in mica and brushed it back with a paintbrush, and that took a bit of time to get it looking perfect. I think next time I may try and do the shoe a little bit different, because the shoe is quite hard to get out of a mould. It is a magnetic mould that we buy from My Dream Cakery, but I'll put all the links down the bottom where I actually get everything. We're in Australia, so it is a little bit different, but I'll try my hardest to make sure that I pop in everything so that everyone knows where they can get things. In Australia, it's so much harder for us to get things, and please make sure you follow us if you'd like to. Subscribe to our YouTube. We did used to have a different YouTube, but our business with COVID has taken a different turn, as everyone, can appreciate, I'm sure. We were a styling company and had the soapery online, so that was like an extra for our company, but now we've decided that's where we're going to go, and we will only be doing soapery and making like a cake bakery out of soap, which we love this special idea. It's just so sweet. So please follow us. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the locals. But thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully you love it. Thank you. Bye.